Good day, peeps. I am going to go ahead and take care of my 10 blessings tag. I was tagged by Sharon at my keto journey. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, these are in no particular order. One's not more important than the next. I'm very blessed, and all these things are equally important to me. So the first thing I was blessed with was wonderful parents. Wonderful, strong individuals. They overcame a lot of hardship through their marriage with having a bunch of 6 kids. And a lot of people would allow that to tear them apart. Our parents didn't. It pulled them together, and they were strong, and they taught us a fantastic moral standing. I mean, so much just wonderful ideologies about life in general and what should matter and what doesn't matter. Yeah, my parents were the best. And I realized that as a child, like when I would see my parents compared to my friends' parents, I knew mine were special. And then, of course, my siblings. My sisters, we were strong bonded. And I know all people say ours was different. Again, it was a relationship out of necessity because with Brenda being sick, and Janice passing away so early in my growing up years, she had passed before Charlene was ever born. It created a bond and a tightness with us that was different than other siblings. Now, don't get me wrong, we fought. All kids fight. But it was the way we stood up for each other and protected each other when it was necessary. My sisters were blessings to me. And my sister Brenda, I mean, yeah, her being handicapped was horrible. But at the same time, none of us would have developed or been who we are now without her and her challenges. My parents wouldn't have developed into the people that they became because they were very young. They got married at 16 years old, and then they had my sister Brenda at 18. So they weren't even a full 2 years into their wedding or into their marriage when they found out my mom was pregnant. So they were just kids themselves, and then had one handicapped child after another. And it would have tore a lot of people apart. So Brenda, being who she was the glue that bound our family and made us strong. Not just strong as people, but strong in our faith. So it was Brenda. And then I am blessed with, I say my nephews. I only have 2 biological nephews, but I have so many children that call me Aunt Sandy. That I have mentored and mothered and been an auntie to. And all of my boys are a blessing in my life. I wasn't able to have children naturally, so it allowed me to get that mothering out. And all of them, every child out there that calls me Aunt Sandy is a blessing to me. I love you all. And of course, my husband. We were destined to be together. God tried to put us together so many times. We met when we were 5. We met again in junior high. We met again right after high school. Yeah, he just kept trying until we finally, okay, we're together. Yeah, my husband is my best friend. He makes me smile and laugh every single day. Even when I'm angry, he can piss me off, and I can be so angry. And in that moment of being furious, he will do something to make me laugh. So it doesn't matter. My health and keto. I was dying a year ago, and I am going hiking on the Appalachian Trail here in a couple days. Yeah. I am so blessed to have my health back, and that's thanks to keto. My home. I am blessed to own my home. I am blessed with the way things worked out in my life that allowed me the opportunities to get where I'm at. I started saving for my home when I was a very young little child, and actually with the intention of saving for a house. So when I turned 18, I had enough for a down payment, bought a home, didn't enjoy it, sold it, and that gave me enough money to put the place that I live in now under roof without getting a loan. And I've just built it paycheck to paycheck for my whole adult life, you know. And as soon as you get a little bit of money in the bank, go do something. Go purchase something for the house. Rather it's carpet or a refrigerator or a stove or a sink or whatever. But at least the sale of my first home allowed me to get this one under roof. So I'm very blessed to have a home free and clear from the bank. My job. I absolutely love my job because it doesn't feel like a job 90% of the time. Now, there is 10% where it's a job, where there's paperwork and there's shuffling and there's deadlines and there's stuff. But just on the everyday going to work, it is my passion. It is my family. It is my joy. I get just as much joy out of my work as I do from my family. So when people say, oh, you got to prioritize family first and all this and that, I believe that when it comes to a standard job. My job is different. My job deals with people who I have worked with now for 24 years. People who rely on me more than they would ever rely on a true, honest-to-God blood family member of their own. So they are family. And I know I shouldn't feel that way about my job, but I do. I would be lost without that job. That job makes me who I am, and it gives me a purpose on this world. I love it. And my friends. I am blessed with wonderful friends. Not just friends here in the real world, but my YouTube friends. Yeah, I am blessed with wonderful friends. Well, I guess that was number 9 is the YouTube community. I had that as a separate blessing because you guys have what kept me going. You guys are what gives me drive and purpose to share my story and continue to be on here every day, which keeps me on the right path and keeps me accountable. And then my last blessing, number 10, is my spiritual journey and my relationship with the great deity and the divine, the one and the only. I talk to deity like he is my father, my best friend, the other half of me, and I feel that connection and communication, and a lot of times I felt like he has spoken to me. Yeah, so there's my 10 blessings. I am going to tag Dawn from Can I Keto. Dawn, you're it. Let's hear those blessings. You guys have a great evening, and I will talk to you when I come off the trail. Blessings.